I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. Today I'm going to show you how to autumn sow cornflowers, and today I'm going to use the variety Cornflower Red Boy, which actually, despite the name, is a gorgeous pink colour. Cornflowers are amazing in gardens. They're brilliant for pollinators. They can grow really tall. You can cut them, you can dry them. There's so much you can do with them, and they are just absolutely beautiful. And by sowing in the autumn, you get a bit of a head start. They'll flower earlier and they'll be a little bit more stronger and taller because of it. So if you have a greenhouse or you have an area that you're happy to direct sow, that you're happy to leave and not touch till next year, then cornflowers are brilliant. So there are two methods. You can either direct sow straight into the ground in late summer or early autumn, so mid-August to October time is perfect for direct sowing for next year, or you can sow into pots. And if you are going to sow into pots, then you need to make sure that they're frost free. So I'm going to put mine into my mini greenhouse or my zippy, whichever's got the most room at this time of year, and then we will look after them over the winter and then plant them out in spring. Now you can also sow cornflower seeds in the spring for flowers the same as summer, but they'll be absolutely fine. But obviously sowing in autumn gets a bit of a head start. So what I'm going to do is sow them indoors for my cornflowers, and that is, I guess, just a little bit more reliable because you haven't got slugs to compete with, hopefully not anyway, in your mini greenhouse. You haven't got all of the different weathers, all of the snow and everything, and whilst they are hardy and you can sow them outside, if you're only going to have like one packet, then I would definitely recommend sowing indoors if you can and if you have enough room. So I'm going to sow Cornflower Red Boy, which is on my website now, to autumn sow. Oh. So I'm going to pop them in my hand. I'll put about half a packet on there because I'm going to save some to sow in a couple of weeks' time on an Instagram live with you all. And basically I filled up the compost with just about 1 centimetre left to go, and I'm just going to sprinkle a few, maybe 8 seeds in each of one of these, and later on I will prick them out and put them into their own individual pots. It's just haven't got a huge amount of space because we've got a lot of biennials and things going on at the moment and they haven't been planted out yet. So I'll put a sprinkle of those in each of the pots, and then I'll put them on into their own one. You can also put one seed in each individual seed cell if you have those as well. And I don't use I'll just put one there for a second. I don't use pots that you buy from the garden centre. You can reuse pots that you've either already bought plants in. You could cut the tops of milk containers as long as they've got the drainage holes in at the bottom to make sure that the water can get out. That's the most important thing. So I've sprinkled them on top there, and I'm just going to put a really fine layer of compost on top. Now cornflowers don't need to be really deep and pushed in. You can just put a fine layer over the top of them. Just going to move that one so it's a bit spread out. There we go. A little bit more on that one. And then one of the most important things that you need to do, which I'm notoriously bad for if you've been following me along, is labelling up your autumn sown seeds. So I'm using the little plant labels that you can get on my website and just a black permanent marker, and I will be writing Cornflower Red Boy. And you can also say when you sowed them, so I might add in there, I don't know what day is, so mid-August on here. And then pop those in, and I will individually label each single pot because I'm going to do a couple of different cornflower varieties, and I promise you it's definitely worth taking the time to label them because you'll get to next year, you'll have spring sown cornflowers, you'll have all different colours and you won't know which is which. So definitely make sure that you pop your label in there, and I'll continue to do the rest. Cornflowers are absolutely beautiful. Can't recommend them enough. They're just brilliant for in the garden, brilliant for pollinators, brilliant for cutting, brilliant for drying. There's so many different uses, so many different colours. There'll be lots more colours coming onto my website over the next few weeks as well. But a Cornflower Red Boy is a good one to start with. So I hope you enjoy sowing your autumn sown cornflowers, and if you have any questions then let me know.